Juliano, are you there?
I'm
Can you hear me?
fine. Yes,
Okay.
yes. Now it's working. I'm fine. What about you?
All right. Juliano is from tech as all of us, you know. So we are always, sorry, we are, everyone here is looking for the same thing, be paid in dollars. All right. I forgot to mention, as I say, I'm a student just like you guys, but Talk and Talk helped me to get my first job abroad. So this is the reason I love this community. Today I'm working to accommodate on USA. It's been there for 1 year and 3 months. And I was talking to my wife on Friday because I spent 2 hours actually talking with my boss in English. I had to talk some technical aspects from my work, and after some time, we were just chilling, and it was so good to me because I could realize I can speak with a native English speaker and I can comprehend almost everything they say. Sometimes, of course, I had some lack of vocabulary and I need to Google how to say something, but that's not a problem. Like I work with them and they can understand me, and this is the most important, I think. Okay. So, as I say, today we'll talk about be grateful, the comparing the rainy days with the sun days. And I think this will be good for to us to train our vocabulary. Okay. I always like to start asking to everyone introduce themselves. Okay. And let's start with you, Juliano. Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
Of course. Good morning, guys. Good morning, guys, from YouTube. My name is Juliano. I am 21 years old. I study science and technology in UFBC, and I live in São Bernardo do Campo. Uh, Now I am unemployed, but I am looking for a job internship in IT area, like development system or other thing like that. But I wanted to develop because I like. And I want to learn English because I want to use the English in my future jobs to work from other country. And I want English just for me to understand a movie, a series, things like that. So that's all for me.
All right, thank you, Juliano. And what about you, Luis? I already know you, but maybe someone on YouTube want to know who are you. Can you talk a little bit about you, please?
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Luis. I'm from Campo Grande City. I am 44 years old. I am married. I am in Talk and Talk to improve my speaking skills in English because for me it's very hard to think and speak at the same time. And like everyone here, I'm looking for work abroad because in tech area there is so many possibilities, and it's this.
All right, thank you so much. And what about you, Marcus? I know we are talk a little bit, did a small talk in the beginning, but now we are live on YouTube. Can you introduce yourself in English, please?
Hey, hi guys on YouTube. I'm Marcus. I'm 47 years old. I'm married and father of two twin daughters, teenagers, and that's the most important part of my life. Uh, I'm I work with technology too. Actually, I'm a project manager, but at the past I was a software developer. I've been studying English for more than 30 years, and I'm here in Talk and Talk to get confidence on my speaking. Uh, as Luis, I'm looking for an opportunity abroad. Uh, the way I look in this is that I love to learn new things. I love to learn new cultures. So I think that being in an international context will give me the opportunity to get contact and know different cultures. And that's what motivates me professionally at this time.
All
And
right.
I
Oh,
live in
sorry.
São Paulo.
Okay. São Paulo capital.
Yes.
Okay. So you live, I don't know if it's the most expensive, but that can be one of the most expensive cities to live in Brazil. So
Oh, yes, it
congratulations.
is.
You are a hero to me, you know, because I live in a small city in Paraná, and I already had to travel to São Paulo, and oh my gosh, I don't want to live there. So congratulations. Okay, since we are talking about be grateful, this is one thing I'm grateful, you know. I really love the city where I live, but let's go to our questions, okay? Luiz, can you start reading the question number two, please? Você pode começar lendo a pergunta número dois e trazer ali o que você pensa a respeito, e depois você pode escolher alguém para continuar, fazendo um favor.
Okay. Second question. Did you live through something like this in your life? A worse situation in the past than what you are living now? I don't think so because I don't like to look back and I don't like to look back. I like to resolve the things in the time and look forward every time because what is done in the past is the past. That's okay. And for me, I try to live the present in the best way and build a best future every time. So in this life, a lot of bad things will happen to us every day. So I don't, I don't spend some time looking in the past and all these things. And how about you, Julian? What do you think about the second question?
The I think bad things happens. It's normal for everyone, and I try don't think a lot with problems. So uh, in some moments, sometime I'm gonna forget the things, the bad things that happens with me. You know, so if in the past happened something bad with me, I try work it out this problem, become a other person, a better person. So I try forget. So now I am trying think something bad that I pass, but I really don't remember because how I said before, as I said before, I try forget and keep it up, living the life, you know. So I think yes, everybody pass for problems. It's normal, but I try work it out and stop to think about it, you know. What about you, Marcos?
Okay. I think you said all that I have to say too, but I try to be, or I try to have a positive attitude. Uh, Bad things happens every day. And what I think is we have bad days, we have good days, and we have to learn something in both of them. So if something bad happens, but I got something new to learn, I get a new attitude about about the situation, I got a new knowledge to deal better with that in the future. So it's okay. It was positive, no negative. And then, as Luis said, the past should remain in the past. We live in the present. We project the future, but we don't live in the future too. We live in the present. So that's the way I try to live. Try. It's not easy. And I have the days when I thought about yesterday, in the days I project the tomorrow, but I try to live in the present and with a positive attitude, always trying to learn something in every situation that happens.
Oh,
How
that's
about you,
really
Carlos?
That's really awesome, guys. I had to say I agree with you, but I agree with you related to being positive, and keep the past in the past. But sometimes, in some situations in my life, I'm not this kind of guy who start to cry. Oh, how was I poor when I was young, and how difficult was my life, and I didn't have opportunities. No, I don't look to my past or to my background to be this kind of guy, but I look to my past to be grateful where I am now in the present, as Marcus say. Actually, I read a book talking about the oh my gosh, talking about the happiness or the joy about living the present, because the only thing you had to live your own life right now is the present. The past go, the past did already. Oh, passado já aconteceu, você não pode mudar. And you have some projections you want to achieve in the future, but you only have the present to live. And this helped me a lot because, for example, I had a lot of different types of work in my life. Now I work as a software engineer, but those days I had to care to take my wife to the hospital. It was 5 a.m. and it was fucking cold because I live in the south of Brazil, and during the winter we get temperatures like 1 or 2, 3 degrees. And I saw a lot of people in the bus station, and that moment I remember, oh my God, I did a lot of that during my life until I get here in the job I'm right now. Nowadays I work from my own house, in my own office, in my own house, and I don't need to wake up too early. I have a heater on my side. If it's cold, I had a heater, and if it's too hot, I have air conditioner to help me to deal with the situation. And that moment, I was driving and to oh my gosh, tava levando minha esposa para o hospital. I realized, and I say how grateful I am to the situation I'm right now. Of course, I want achieving other things in the future, but I think sometimes it's important to have some kind of gratitude, and of course, thinking in our situation in a positive way. Okay, so let's go to the question number 3. Okay, let me check. Juliano, can you start reading the question number 3, please?
Of course. How do you stay positive during difficult times, and what helps you keep going? Uh, Actually, I don't stay positive in every time, because I think I like to have the good things, but I am a human, so in one moment I gonna have good bad feelings, because I think it's normal for anyone. But problems happens, for me, for everybody. Yeah, and I think the thing here is you understand bad moments happens and good moments happens. You just need to do the things that you need to do, and keep living your life, because I am trying uh found answer for this question other times, but I think I find this question for now, but And that's it. Just keep living because I know sometimes the it's bad for you, but it's better for other people too. And you just need to keep it, you know. I like to think this way for now. Maybe one day I can change, but I don't know. I think it don't have a motivation most of times. You just need uh keep keep it up, you know. It's hard.
All right. And what about you, Marcus? What do you think about that?
Man, as I told you before, uh, uh, what helps me to keep going is to think about what is that that I can learn, that I can grow in that situation. That is what motivates me. We all we all have good and bad moments, moments when we are not so positive as we used to, as would like to be. But I try to not fight against that bad feelings. I try to leave it uh, go, and so I can be uh, at that perspective when I will look for what I have in that situation to learn. That is what makes me always moving forward, I think.
All right. Thank you, Marcus. And what about you, Luis? What do you think about that? How do you have some technique? Oh, sorry. Do you have some technique to help you to stay positive, or someone help you in bad moments?
Well, like Julian and Mark said before, uh, what I think, I am a positive mind attitude every time, I think, because I'm too old, I think, and I don't like it to. What I think in first, is that situation really bad? What can happen after that? Is can kill me, for example? I don't know. What's the worst can happen? It's probably not important. So if I'm facing a hard challenge like in my work or with any typical situation in life, I try to be honest with myself, honest with the situation, and resolve that situation. I try to be the more practical as possible. I think, you know. I try to see the things in a good way, and but when I am in a bad mood, for example, when I'm feeling down or sad, in the most of cases, it's because I am overwhelmed, I am overthinking, and I try to relax a little, uh, play piano, and just think with more smartness, I think. Is this.
All right, all right. That's really interesting, the answers you gave, guys. And for me, there is two main points, or maybe three main points help me when I'm a little bit down, you know. Actually, last week I get some moment like this on Wednesday. I was feeling really I don't know, upset and sad for say. Actually, I had a problem because I have AG, TDAH, and there is up and downs in my emotions sometimes, and the most hard to me it's to do the uh, is that expression, síndrome do impostor, you know. And sometimes I look to me and I don't think I have enough knowledge to do what I'm doing, and sometimes I think I'm a fake guy or something like this. And the 2 points who help me in those situations, the 3 points help me in those situations, first of all, is my faith. That helped me a lot during the bad moments in my life. The second one is my family, and to be more specific, my wife. When I'm down, my wife helped me a lot to uh, show to me the good things. The good, sorry, to show. My wife helped me to realize the good aspects of my life and the things I'm good, you know, like be a father and a husband and other things in my life. And the third one, e o terceiro é don't give up. So this is some rule I put to myself to don't give up in the bad moments. If I want to give up or stop doing something, I have to do this when I'm in a good mood. Because when you are feeling like a piece of shit, it's the moment you can do some mistakes. So it's a rule I gave to myself, and this is helped me during my life. All right, I think it's that. So let's go to other question. Marcus, can you start reading the question number 4 to us and start answering, please?
Okay. Question number 4. Can you think of a time when you felt like giving up, but you found the strength to keep pushing forward? What motivated you to keep going? So, yes, I remember, and it's quite recently. At the passage of 2021 to 2022, at the last week of that year, I tested positive to COVID-19. So it was hard. I was very afraid about that during all the pandemics. And when I see myself in that situation, I got worried about my family and our security. And then I got bad, so I had to go to the hospital, and I spent a week at the hospital. That was the first time where I felt I could die. That was the first time, and I thought, man, I have so much to live yet. I have a beautiful wife. I have 2 wonderful daughters. I have so much to spend with them. So, okay, I'm at the hospital. I was at a very good hospital, being very well assisted by the doctor's team. So I thought, that is my motivation. I have things to live with my family. I have a lot to do. So I will do everything I could do at the hospital to get better, and will not complain about anything. So the doctors told me, oh, you have to do an hour of some exercise. And I answered, may I do 2 hours? It will be better if I do 2 hours instead of just 1 hour. Oh, yes, it will be. So I will try to do 3 hours. And that was what motivated me. That was my mood at that week. Of course, I get better. We are here. I lived a lot with my family. And that is a bad moments. And what motivated me was find something I don't want to lose. something that really motivates me, that I really like, and put all my focus on getting there again. And that is it. That
All
is
right.
the bad moments, the worst moments, and that is it.
All right. Congratulations. You have a really beautiful history, and I'm really happy you are good now to share that. So congratulations. And what about you, Luis? Do you remember a bad moment in your life you want to share with us and how you could find strength to keep pushing forward?
Yes, and my situation is the same what Mark said before because I went to the hospital in this pandemic, and my first thing was this can't be the end for me. Whoa, I can't. My wife is waiting for me. My family is waiting for me. I can't. And in that time, I was in a grooming work, and I think it's life don't need to be this every day. It needs to change. Because I am so comfortable with the situation, and after this week, as like Mark say, I reinvented myself. I remember to today, and after that situation is another life for me. It's two periods in my life, and one is that, and it was a bad situation that became uh, that I became more stronger. I think yes. Você tá mudo, Carlos.
Sorry, I think I was interrupted. So sorry. Thank you, Luis. You have a really good history as well, and I think our family is really good to give to us some strength in the difficult times. And what about you, Juliano? I know you are a young guy, but I don't know, did you have some difficult situation in your life and how did you find strength to keep pushing?
Um, I think I don't remember. Maybe I don't have a specific situation. Uh, but I already went. I did go for hospital, not in pandemic, but I now and before I had asthma, so I got internated sometimes, but uh I don't know. I think I don't have a specific situation, but I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, and always when I am blue or thinking give up to do something, He always help me keep it up, doing what I need to do, showing the answers for me. No, so I think that's it. My motivation is Jesus. Jesus is God.
All right, thank you, Juliano. Actually, what you say, it's really interesting, because uh, I already told you guys about my faith, and of course, for me, I'm a Christian guy, and Jesus is the center of my faith, of course, and he helped me a lot in my bad moments. But I won't bring another history. Sorry, I have history close to you guys related to get sick, but I don't want to talk about that because I want to give another perspective related to that. All right. Uh, I remember when I started to study English here in Talk and Talk, I had only one goal I want to achieve. The first goal, it was being a host here in Talk and Talk. Since the first immersion, I jumped into this community and I like so much, and I realized, oh, I want to be a host here, you know? And I start to do immersions and be present in the community. And after, I don't know, 2 or 3 months, I become a host here in Talk and Talk. And when I become a host, I feel like empty in myself, you know, tipo, me senti tipo vazio quando eu me tornei um host because I already had achieved the goal I set. So I put another goal to myself. It was no, now I want to work abroad. And I keep going to Talk and Talk community because I have a new goal. Is if I want to work abroad, I need to practice my English. So I know my English is not perfect. I need to accumulate hours speaking English. So this make me to find the power of will, I think, to keep pushing forward and studying English. And when I get my job, yeah, last year, I realized, oh, I don't think I need Talk and Talk anymore. But I realized, oh, I like this community so much. So what I can do to stay uh, and find energy to stay here. So I put a goal to myself, and the new goal was I want to achieve 100 hours being a host here in Talk and Talk. So I'm getting close to achieve that because today it's my 91, tipo, hoje é a minha imersão número 91. So I'm getting close to achieve this goal, and so this means I'm being a host here for 91 hours. Então já faz 91 horas que eu lidero imersões na Talk and Talk. And I don't know, I'm start to thinking I have to achieve another challenge to myself, you know, put another goal because challenge keep me and give me strength to achieve what I want. So this is something really helped me in the times I'm not in a not so good humor, you know. Sometimes I'm lazy and I don't want to be studying, and have a goal help me to keep my focus. All right. Let's go to the question number 5. Let me check. Luis, can you read the question number 5, please?
Okay. What are some of your proudest accomplishments, and what did you learn from the journey to achieving them? Well, I have a lot of accomplishments, not only in work but in personal life. For example, I am a shy guy, introvert guy. And for example, I like to play. I grew up in a punk rocking scene, but I didn't like to play alive. So for me, being in a stage was very hard, and I tried. It was amazing. For example, right now, for me, it's very hard to talk in front of camera, think and talk in English. This is the main reason I am in Talking Talk because I lost 2 jobs abroad because of my English speaking, because of my speaking. So I'm very proud of myself because I am. This is my É minha terceira semana direto, entrando todo dia na Talk Talk. Tô bem
Nice.
orgulhoso disso, assim. Então, de pouco em pouco tá rolando de falar inglês
That's
aí.
That's awesome, Liz. Actually, I want to say you rock, you know, because on the first week, I'm being here and talk a long time, you know, and I can realize on the first week, guys came with a lot of energy, you know. I want to change my English and I want to gain confidence. And the second week, oh, I have some problems in my schedule. I can do this. I can't do immersions those days, but not a problem. I will do next week. And the next week, the guys don't show up and then they give up, you know? So keep doing what you are doing because you are doing an amazing job, Luis. So congratulations. And what about you, Juliano? There is some thing you are proud about yourself, something you accomplish and you are proud of yourself?
Yes, I think is to be studying English the way that I study now, because I study English every day. Every day I study English. Every day I go to the conversation here and talk, doing 7 hours maybe of conversations in the week. So I ain't trying to study, doing flashcards. I could make a routine, do you know? So of course I have other things that I achieve and I stay so proud, but I don't know. I think studying English, I could do a really routine, do you know? And I think I can't do other things that I need to do without studying English, because it become part of my routine, you know? So every day I need do flashcards, do things like that. For example, I today I don't have a class in the college, but sometimes when I have, I it's hard in study flashcards or in English in the morning, in the afternoon. I I get home in uh 23 hours at night, almost me, meia-noite. I forget the word. Almost meia-noite, and I open the Anki and do the flashcards, you know. So I always try. Maybe I am so tired, my eyes stay almost closing, you know. But I try, and I do this flashcard. So I like this achievement that I go that I'm achieving, because I always want to have a routine in something, you know. And in English, I could have this routine, and I wanna have this routine in developing, because I don't have it yet, but I wanna have, and maybe one day I'm gonna meet it.
All right. I want to say congratulations to you, Juliana, as well. I remember when I was young and I get to my house at midnight, meia-noite, as you say, and I have to wake up 4 a.m. because I need to go to work before I go to the college. So I only sleep 4 hours per night, sometimes 3 hours per night, and was so hard. So congratulations. I know the effort you are doing and keep doing that because your English is really good. I already say to you, you need to go to the classical immersions. Você precisa ir para as imersões normais because you have a really good English. You are doing a really good job. And
Thanks, I try.
all of you guys, I need to mention, all of you have a really good English. You can push yourself to do other type of immersions because all of you have a really good English level. As I say, I'm working to accommodate abroad, and I think the English level you had now, it's enough to get a job. You have vocabulary, you all of you know how to express yourself. Maybe what Luis is doing, keep his camera open and start to think in English will be good because all the interviews you will do will be this way. So Talk and Talk help you even in the interviews you will do, because you have to open your camera and talk in English. So uh, in my opinion, you have enough vocabulary and English level to work abroad. But I want to listen from you, Marcus. Question number 5. There is some achievement you are proud of yourself?
Oh, yes, that is. I used to be a kind of a lazy person. I used to procrastinate a lot. And of course, in a moment, I realized that that behavior was costing me better opportunities, achieving my goals. So I decided to find a way. First, I tried to find something that motivates me, but motivation was not the right answer. Then I dive a little bit deep, and I studied just a bit about habits. I read two books, Power of Habits and Atomic Habits, and I recommended them to everyone. Then this knowledge made me a more disciplined person. Of course, there are moments and there are subjects that I procrastinate, but now I can recognize it and act faster. And when I developed this behavior of being disciplined, uh, I've, I understand that why motivation was not helping me. That's because motivation fluctuates. But when you have a specific goal, that goal is probably the most important thing you are looking for to get. So you will do anything you have to do to get there. And that's interesting. When you go there, you get that reward, but the real reward, the real prize is you became disciplined. You became a person who can fight against every situation, and probably you will win. So that's an accomplishment that I'm very proud for.
All right, thank you, Marcus. And I have to say, related to that, actually, Juliano and you, Marcus, mentioned about routine, and I have a really good way of thinking related to routine. You say about the Atomic Habits, and I didn't read those books yet, but I read listened some podcasts and some guys talking about that. And the way I'm thinking right now is people always think routine is something bad. You need to leave your routine because routine is boring or something like this. But nowadays, I learn and I realize, at least for me, routine is something really good. I like to have a schedule. I like to know on Mondays, 10 p.m. I have, and I compromise myself to be here practicing English. So
Yes.
routine helped me much more than the power of will, or maybe the oh my gosh, the first powerful first one that I forgot the other word I want to use, but routine is helping me much more than anything else I did in my life. So what do you say, Juliano? I need to do my flashcards until midnight because I don't want to lose my streak. Não quero perder, tipo, furar. So I think this is really good, because you need a focus. I want to start learning English, but how will you do that? So, wrote is really good. And related to myself, there is a lot of professional things I could say. Oh, I'm proud because I did this and that. But for me, the most the achievement I had in my life that I'm most proud of is being a father. Actually, I told you, Marcus, on WhatsApp, how I like when people present themselves saying, "Oh, I'm a father," because nowadays it's not really common men's saying that, tipo, não é algo que os homens costumam fazer hoje em dia. I'm a father. And this is something I'm really proud of myself, because when I was a teenager, it's something I dream, to my future. When I grow up, I want to get married and maybe had some kids. And nowadays, my daughter has 8 years, she's 8 years old, and she's doing Duolingo classes, because
Nice.
she's seen me trying to improve my English level, and she realized, oh, I want to learn English. And I told to her, if you she start to ask me a lot the last few months. Oh, I want to travel to Disney. I never traveled outside Brazil, but she's saying that, oh, I want to go to Disney. I want to go to Disney. And I told to her, oh, you need to save money. If you want to travel, you need to save money. And at the moment, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was talking to her. Oh, you want to go to Disney? Look this YouTube video, and I showed to her a show the princess was doing in Disney. And the princess was saying a lot of things in English, and she could understand. And I told to her, oh, if you want to travel to Disney, you need to learn English, because otherwise you will not understand what people are saying to. And this give to her motivation to start to study English. And this is something I'm proud of myself, because I know being a father, I can be a good or a positive energy in my daughter's life, to push herself to achieve her limits. And I'm really grateful to that, because I'm really happy being a father. Everything I do, I'm studying English, I'm working abroad, I want to do a master degree next year. It's everything related, because I really love to be a father, and I want to be a better person because I want to be a better father, and I want to earn more money because I want to be a better father and provide better stuff and better opportunities to my daughter, guys. So everything I do is related to be a father and a husband. I really love that, and I'm really grateful to that. Okay, I think I talk too much, but we are getting close to the end of our conversation, and I will finish our YouTube transmission